I've spent $18,088 on Whiteout Survival in 120 days, and to commemorate this 120-day anniversary of mine, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of spending tonight. Yeah, some of it's going to be inefficient, and I'll explain why, because I'm trying to help some people out, essentially. But I've got 3 different events with some synergy between them. I've got some strategies I'm going to be using to do things to put some points on the board without affecting state versus state prep too much. I'll get into that in a second. And I'm going to be doing the Easter event. I'm going to be doing 1 million gems on common wild marks. So we've got a lot of stuff, so buckle in here. Now the thing is, you're gonna have to come along this ride with me. I'm in between alliances right now. So if we take a look here, I'm doing this tour of alliances and I'm trying to help people out in genuine ways. So I'm doing the bear trap, I'm joining somebody for Foundry tomorrow, and I'm helping this alliance. I'm trying to help them with Alliance Showdown. And one of the things, we're a little bit behind on points. I'm going to put some points on the board, and I'm going to try to do so in a way that doesn't affect state versus state. But there's some interesting things here. So if we look at the kind of synergy between events, all 3 events, we got Easter, we got Alliance Showdown, and we got Officer Project. Now, I don't care about really ranking in the other ones. I don't care about ranking in Easter. I don't care about ranking in Officer Project other than just to get the basic rewards. However, because I'm trying to help this alliance with Alliance Showdown, I'm going to do some spending tonight to offset what I would normally have been saving for state versus state. That way I don't have to feel guilty about it, because we're telling everybody in the state to make sure that they're saving for state versus state prep. I'm going to do some spending that I wasn't planning on doing, just in the spirit of helping this alliance. Hopefully, with any luck, I'm going to do my part to help win the Alliance Showdown, and that means I'm going to throw money at it. That's basically what that means, because that's one of the ways to try to win in this game. So I've got some things I can do that will require me to throw some money at things. But I'm going to look at my cheat sheet here for a second. The synergy between them. They all have points for Essence Stones. They all have points for widgets. They 2 of them, Easter and the Showdown, have points for gems. And then we have some other stuff. So Showdown also gets some points for gear, charms, and mithril. So here's my basic plan. Let's go down the list. So Essence Stones first. What I'm going to do is press this item, this one, to level 11, and that'll use 110. And the way I'm going to offset that, so I don't feel guilty about state versus state prep, is I'm going to trigger that Hero Gear Mastery Pack because I spent, over 100 Essence Stones. I'll trigger that. I'll replace it. That way I'll have a net gain of Essence Stones of 140, because the pack is 240. I will have used, I'll use 110. So I'll have a net gain of 130 in this case. So that's the Essence Stones, and that'll put points on the board for both the Easter and the Showdown. Then we've got widgets. So widgets is one, I know widgets is complicated because widgets is a very good source of it's not permanent power in a way. It's a very good source of power. In fact, it's one of the highest sources of power for your account. However, they follow the heroes, and the heroes age out. So anything you spend on them, it's not necessarily the most efficient. However, you have to think, and it depends on how you're thinking of things. The thing is that, as a whale who needs, if I'm going to go into Foundry and have multiple marches going on trying to do things and help the team, it's helpful to have multiple heroes maxed out. So even though they may not be the best heroes long term, that widget power actually does matter. So I've been sleeping on the widgets. I've been so focused on efficiency. I've been kind of sleeping on the hero development, the full hero development. I've been focused only on my top 3 so much. So basically, all that's long-winded to say, I'm going to do a little bit of widget tonight, but the way I'm going to do that, again, is I'm going to spend money that I wouldn't have spent otherwise. And this will be a little bit of account catch-up, and this will be a little bit of, I'm just spending this money to help with Showdown, put some points on the board. So I'm going to basically get Alonzo's widget maxed out, because we do have Foundry for that other alliance I'm trying to help out as well. So this will also, everything I'm doing here will also help with that Foundry event. And yeah, it's going to press power a little bit, but I think somebody else told me something like, it's the state's job to win state versus state prep. It's the whale's job to try to defend and take castle. So I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm trying to lead by example still in everything that I do, but I am, going to press a little bit of power tonight in the spirit of helping people out. So that's where I'm going here. So that's the widgets. Then we've got gems. Look at, let me move my head over here. look at the number of gems I've been accumulating since all this spending I've been doing. So we got the gems. I'm going to be buying 1 million gems of common wild marks. Why? Because some other whales, in particular, I think his name is Bardown, had a good conversation with me. I love talking efficiency with him, and convinced me not to spend gems on VIP because it'll come organically. You'll regret it if you don't spend them on pets. I totally agree, because you look at the stats you get from pets in comparison to what I would have got for VIP, and it's like no brainer. It's, very obvious. Oh, wrong one. Stats are down here. So, I mean, these are the stats I got contributed to the account from pets. Now, the VIP was like a plus 16 across the board, but look, this is across the board essentially. So, that's the power of, that you get from pets. So I didn't really realize that. So I think it's a good spend, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of spending. So it's not like I'm not going to replace those gems. So that's the gem spending. Then finally we have the chief gear, and I've been working towards, I want to work towards getting the Mythic T1 6-piece. I do want to save a bunch. And as you guys know, I've been telling you that I feel like I neglected my chief gear for too long. So I'm going to put some points on the board with some gear enhancement tonight. And this one I'm going to offset with buying from the chief, the charms deal that's come up, the custom artistry chest. This is actually usually, pretty good deal for charms. And so the only thing is I'm not going to do this one tonight. First of all, because I'm spending a bunch of money tonight on other things. But the second thing, I've got way too much content tonight, and I want to take some time to make sure I do some calculations to see what ratio of charm designs and charm guides I need, because I have been stocking up on this, getting ready for state prep. So essentially I'm going to offset the chief gear work that I'm doing tonight to help this other alliance with Showdown. I'm going to offset that with chief charm spending. So that's how I'm offsetting that. And finally, we have Mithril. And Mithril is you get credit for in the Officers Project and Showdown. And if we look at the what's going on here, the three things that I can do here, I think I can do 30 worth of Mithril tonight, if I'm not mistaken. So I should be able to get enough gears to get this enhanced to plus 19, I hope. And I'll be able to use 10 Mithril here. Then we'll use we'll empower this. So this would be 10 Mithril here. And then we'll do the same with Alonzo's plus 20. So this will help put points on the board. I'm going to replace it. And now, how am I going to replace that Mithril? Here's where a lot of you might get upset. But I don't know, you shouldn't. I'm going to, because I need to do this with a clean conscience. So I wouldn't normally do this, but I'm going to go in here and buy the Mithril deals, and I'm basically going to max it out, because that'll give me, if I did my math right, I think that'll put me at like 34 if I max it out, if these scale the way I think they will. So that'll give me a total of 34 Mithril, and I'm going to be using 30. I might not actually be able to use all 30 tonight if I can't get enough hero gear, so I might have to spend some on hero gear as well. So the only tricky thing about this, I wanted to start off in the LAT Alliance because I wanted to show you the Alliance Showdown, but I'm trying to distribute my wealth, basically. The buying of all the chests, all this buying gives Alliance chests, and I want to distribute that to the other Alliance that I've been trying to help. So I'm going to now leave this Alliance. I'm going to go do all the spending and the Easter egg stuff over there. Then I'm going to come back to LAT, and then I'm going to do the final bit of all this push for the Showdown, pressing all the power, and then I'll do the pop-up pack and buy the pop-up pack as well. So let me pop over to the other Alliance and do the spending. All right, here we are at the other Alliance, and I'm a man on a mission tonight, so I've got a shopping list and things to do. I'm not going to go super slow tonight explaining every little thing. I've already done some. So Dawn Market's already done. The custom artistry chest, I already told you I'm going to wait to do that. The custom pet chest, I forgot to cover something. So I've already done these. The combat medic pack, I'm going to buy this just because they have Foundry, and it's only $5 for VIP. Here we go. This is the last day I have for the chief gear enhancement. And I told you I'm going to be doing a lot tonight and spending a lot tonight. This is the other thing I'm doing. Because I'm using widgets, there are two ways I'm replacing widgets tonight. One is with Gen 3 widgets, and the other is with Gen 2 widgets. So let me show you that. So first, this is just what it is. There is no, as far as I can tell, there hasn't been any easy way I see to get these cheap and fast. Like, you can get them cheaper with the mystery shop, but it takes a long time. So I'm basically buying this out because I'm gonna need them. Oh, we can. I can't buy it out. I'm going to 100. I can buy it out, but it gets more and more inefficient. So that's all I'm doing for tonight with the gear enhancement special. I should actually buy more, but I got so much other spending to do tonight. So we'll grab the daily deals and then grab these claims. Take care of that. And now, you know, here we go. I know that I'm going to need the mithril. I've already bought mithril from the other shop, but essentially, so this will give me, let's do this while I'm going. So that's 2 mithril. That's a total of 6, 4, 5, 6. And now this will be 16. And then this will be 36. So there we go. Now, that way I don't have to, I have a clean conscience in using the mithril tonight. I just spent inefficiently for the spirit of helping this other alliance exclusively for that. So I hope we do, if all this spending, I really do hope we end up winning. The other thing is that Hero XP pack. Now, I'm going to buy, no, not the Hero Gear pack. So I'll just, I don't know if I'm going to end up needing this, but I do need to do this. Like maybe I'll do a little spending over there ultimately. I'm going to, just because I'm spending a little inefficiently tonight, I'm going to grab one of these just for the VIP points, even though it's not the most efficient. I'm just going to grab that while I'm over here with this alliance. If I need to buy more, I'll have to go do it at the other alliance, because I don't know if I'm going to end up getting a lot of that from the Easter shop and things like this. I'm probably going to end up needing the Hero Gear pack. So I'll leave that where it is for now. Now we're going to go into the deal section. So let me do this right to left to take care of some of this stuff. Deadshot, I'll just do this claim. And then sign in and earn it, grab that, renew. Hero Rally, good to go. Daily, the Journey Treasures, good to go. Intel monthly card, do those claims. All right, now we're at Hall of Heroes. So I've been kind of vacillating on whether I should be, what I should be doing for Hall of Heroes, but I don't want to use the gems here because I want to do it with the other alliance for the gem points on Showdown. So what I'm going to do, this is a daily limit, so I'm definitely going to buy this, but essentially I need almost 1,200 marks of valor ultimately. So that means I'm going up to I might as well buy everything along the way up to the $50 mark because I get the VIP points along the way anyways. So now I'm at 1,700 marks of valor. And what I really need is I have 22 of these. I need 95 of them. So we do 95 minus 22 is 73. So basically I need 73 of these. And so that's what I'm gonna, so now I've got my 95 for Alonzo's widget. And I'm gonna leave the rest of them there for now. We got a couple more days here. And I think I need to decide, what I wanna press next or what I wanna save for state versus state. But I'm going to definitely buy this. I'm gonna at least buy that $5 daily every day. I don't really want to keep going super inefficient here, but I do need to, as a whale, I decided I want to press some of those widgets and I want to have a bunch of widget work for the next prep. So I want to have that in the bank. So I think I only got one more of those. Well, maybe we'll have 2 more because I think those comes out weekly. So we'll have a couple more events to do that before the next prep phase. Okay, so where were we? We're back in the deal section. That was all the deal section. Okay, so that's Hall of Heroes. Now finally, we've got our Easter event. And I said I'm buying this up to the $50 mark every day. And then I went a little further yesterday because I got excited and wanted to see if I can hit the jackpot. And I did. I hit the jackpot, so that worked out well. But I don't want to keep on going to $100 if I don't have to. So that's where we stood there. The last purchase I'll do is going to be the Essence Stone pop-up pack, but I'm going to have to do that on the other account because I need to spend the Essence Stones to get that pop-up pack. I've already done the widgets. I'm just going through my mental checklist here. I've already done the widgets. The gems I'm going to do over there. The Chief Gear I'm going to do over there. So in the Mithril I just did. So I think we're all set now. I think that's everything I needed to buy. Now we can go and I'll do the Easter event over here, and then I'll do the rest over there on the other account. So let's see. Here we go. I'm gonna go right to left again. Well, this, I will end up clearing out these points as I do the other stuff, so gonna have to wait for that. The Radiant Gallery, I'm just gonna do these claims so I can get my boxes and my rewards. And now we're on the Easter Egg Wonderland. So here we go. I got my camera in the right place, and we're gonna see, I've got a bunch of boxes to open. I'm gonna hit this 10K tonight. Oh no, I already hit the 10. Did I hit the, no, I didn't hit the 10K yet. I'm only 10 away. So I'll hit the 10K very soon. And then I should be able to hit this one by the end of the event. We got 2 more days. Well, here we go. Off and running. The mandatory reset to the common matrix. Somebody said I was bouncing my head in between these to the egg responses. If I did it, it was completely unconscious. We're at 40, 45, hey, 49.50. Let me grab that. Oh, won't let me. No reset or no upgrade, but you know, we're just getting warmed up here. We're just getting started. Now there are experience what's it called, hero gear XP components in these boards. So this is why I didn't want to go too crazy with the hero gear. And there are, you know, what do you call them? The lucky hero gear chests as well. So, since I touched it, it stopped. Let me just grab that 10K. All right. So hopefully that'll be enough that I can do the 30 mithril, because that's what I really want to do to put some points on the board there. Hey, 49. Anything better than 50 at this point is a good deal. Centennial Matrix, yes. Let's go. Can we get the Millennial Matrix? That's the question. If I get it right up from the start, then I'm having a lucky day indeed. Come on. Get me warmed up for the Millennial Matrix. $49. Can you give me a little Millennial? No, no Millennial. All right. Well, at least I got an upgrade to the Centennial. It is much more rare than I thought. And some of the rewards have boxes. It's kind of hard to compute ultimately because some of the rewards have extra boxes as well. Whoa, that's a lot of coins on this board. That's nice. Even though it's just a common matrix. Look at that bottom row. All coins. Hey, all right. Well, that's 50 anyways. I didn't realize that. No upgrade. No upgrade for you. So every 50 boxes gives me 10 path rewards. So if we say I've got 1,000 boxes left, divided by didn't want to lose track of the count here. So that's 20 more boards to clear. Sorry, I was there's 1,000 boxes left, divided by 50 boxes to clear the board. So that's 20 boards I can clear. Each board gives me 10 path completions, so that's 200 path completions. So I should actually get the maximum reward tonight, which means I need to spend up to 50 every day on this. It gets a little inefficient in the sense that you don't get any more of those rewards up top. It's still kind of a fun event to play, though. Oh, that was a horrible box. All right, 49. No upgrade. Some of these, I mean, as the common matrix goes, I'm not doing too bad on the common matrix because a lot of these boards are loaded up with coins. Oh, 47. 48. Now, I thought I was going to get lucky run, but nope. It's going to be all 50. Upgrade. Give me an upgrade. Nope, no upgrade. I feel like I have to talk to it sometimes. If I sit here silently, I get nothing. But I start talking to it, and then that's when the magic happens. Come on, bunny. Give me an upgrade, please. I'll take one upgrade. Just one upgrade, please. Ha! I told you. You got to talk to it. Got to talk to it like it's my child, or I guess a friend. Wonder if it'll work again. Please, sir. Can I have a millennial matrix? I'll take one millennial matrix to go, please. Nope, didn't work that time. Although that would have been amazing. And I feel like that's a power you can't use on every board, so gonna have to wait till I feel it again. Maybe it'll just come on its own. Maybe it'll appreciate the silence and reward me for being silent. There we go. All right, come on. Now I get to save my wish for the Millennial Matrix instead, because I didn't wish for this one. That's how that's gonna work. Let's see, come on. Please, sir, can I have a Millennial Matrix? One Millennial Matrix, please, to go. Come on, come on, come on. No, no. Well, any upgrade's a good upgrade. Better than the common matrix. Maybe the game is just offended by my horrible attempt at an English accent. Well, okay, here we go. It's a lot more Centennial Matrix than I got last night. And 4 more boards worth and we'll clear the max prize. Come on. No, no. I tried to be quiet. I tried to just let it do its thing and see if it would matter, but no. That wasn't the magic either. With all this spending, I was hoping that every night I would get at least 1 Millennial Matrix, but they're just so hard to come by. First you got to get the Centennial upgrade, then you have to get lucky enough to get the Millennial upgrade. No upgrade. Two more boards and we can get the max prize. And the reason I need to play this out as much as possible, because I need those Lucky Hero Gear chests and all the components that come with some of these rewards, so it's either that or I'm going to have to buy them from the inefficient shop, so trying to get as many as I can. I was going to save some of it for content later, but I need to play it all out because I need to get as much as possible to execute this plan that I'm brewing up to help with Showdown. So hopefully all that made sense the way I broke it down, because it's what I'm doing to spend efficiently. Well, oh, that's 46. Nice. That was a good board. I got that in only 46. So it's a combination of a couple things I'm doing that I think are kind of smart play, like using gems and the Essence Stone pop-up pack. The rest of it is basically I'm just spending to offset because I want to help this alliance out. It would be so sweet if we can win the Alliance Showdown. Alright, got... Oh, upgrade. Yes, sir. Take that upgrade. Come on, one more upgrade. Give me the Millennial. You can do it. I know you got it in you. Got that in 47 too. No, no, no upgrade. I know this is a very, luck-based event, but some people said that like it didn't have a high value. I don't know, man. I mean, I know it is luck-based, but you clear every board, you get some fire crystals, some Lucky Hero Gear chests. The rewards themselves are pretty decent along the way. It hasn't been all that bad to me, I don't think. Then you got the shop itself. That took all 50. All right, we're getting to the end. Although I got 250 more boxes to open. Come on. No upgrade. And this board is just kind of meh. Some gems. Some speed ups. I guess it's alright. And no upgrade again. Wow, just burning through them. There we go. 47 it only took. Getting to the end of the line here. Then I'll pop that extra, here we go, 250. Grab that and get the auto going. Now, I think the sheer number of boxes and the money I spent, they owe me another millennial another millennial matrix. But it is all luck based, so no such thing. There's no pity. Whoa, that's a pretty good board, though. I'll take that. For a common matrix, look at that, all coins. Almost all coins. I might get more from this one common matrix than I did on some of the... Well, maybe not. than some of the Centennial matrix. Probably not because of the grand prize. No upgrade again. Getting down to the wire. Man. 47, 48, 49, and 50. How many times does it take all 50? It's crazy. It's a testament to the exponentially hard math you're dealing with as you get to the end. 49, and 50. Hey, we got an upgrade. Take it. Hey, and look at that board. That's a pretty good board for an upgrade. Yeah, this is almost like this is like a 2,000 coin board right here. Come on. And millennial. Now we get the millennial, right? Boom, millennial right here. Right here. Millennial right here. No. No, it didn't. It wasn't having it. Wasn't having it. Well, I tried. Tonight is not my night, it would appear. That's right, we're gonna get rewarded in other ways tonight. We're gonna have some fun. 49, all right. Down to the wire. All right, let's just do this last one. Save the rest for tomorrow. Took all 50 boxes. Gonna leave me with an upgrade or no? Nope, no such luck. All right, that's the Easter egg Wonderland event. There is one thing I'm going to do here in the shop right away. Well, first of all, I'm going to buy this daily. And they are the hero gear chests anyways. And I'm also going to buy the city skin because we do have an event. We have a foundry. And I'll grab that little stackable. And now we have 8,000. So here's the thing. At this point, I'm going to be putting a bunch into this account, into this event anyways. So I think I'm just going to grab as many lucky hero gear chests as I can because I need them for the other stuff I'm going to do tonight. And I just have to spend it in other ways anyways. So that's what I'm going to do there. So since my spending's done and now I need to put points up for Showdown, let me go to the other account and then we'll take care of that. Let's see. First, let me grab my chests from all that hard work. Do a little contribution while I'm here. And then we'll go... Oh, yeah. We'll go over to that alliance. Okay. So now I'm back in this alliance, LAT, and we have the Alliance Showdown, 9 hours left. We're, what is this? Roughly 5 mil away difference. So let's start working through our plan here. We got a little bit more spending to do in the sense that we have the, oh, let me clear that. Oh, the red dots really get to me. So first things first is we want to press this gear so that we unlock the Essence Stone pack. So I'm gonna do this. And then use the 110 stones. And when I exit here, we get the Hero Gear Mastery Pack. Used 110, replace it with 240. Boom, there we go. Guilt-free, it just costs some money. So that's the Essence Stone. And I think that's all I planned on doing with Essence Stones, but let's see where things are looking like. Oh, with that one thing, I cleared out the Officer Project. And I'm only 13. Wow, people are really pushing this, apparently. But I still have some more stuff I'm going to do. Not that I'm trying to rank, but I know it's going to happen because of what I'm trying to do with the Alliance Showdown. So, points on the board now, 1.5 mil. Now, the next thing on my list was widgets. So let's take care of that. I'm going to go to Alonzo's widget. And we're going to enhance this twice. Boom. Boom. And now we got Alonzo's widget maxed out, which will be nice for Bear and Foundry. And take a look at what's going on with the points. All right. We put some more points on the board. We're almost at 2 mil now. All right. Next is gems, I believe. So, here we go. We go into the shop. Did VIP reset, by the way? No. And gem shop. I'm going to buy... This is what I promised. 1 mil. It's 2,000. I should just type it in, but I'm already there. All right, 1 million gems and common wild marks. This is how you do it. It's as easy as 1, 2, count down for 3 because that is a big transaction. And, oh God, here we go. Boom. 1 million gems for 2,000 common wild marks. 1 million gems worth of common wild marks. And while I'm in here, I'm going to buy, because it's a gem spending day as well anyways, but I'm going to buy some stamina that I used for the other events. I think I'll go with 200 stamina to replace some of what I used on the other phases. Okay, now that's gems. Let's see where things stand. There we go. Now we are at almost 3 mil. So I did the Essence Stones, widgets, gems. Now we've got Chief Gear. So we come into the Chief Gear, and essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one of these each. I'm going to do this guy here and this guy here. And I think that puts a bunch of points on the board, if I did my math right, and I understand the event right. All right, now I am at 3 million. Okay, so next is the mithril. And this should be some big points as well. The chief gear, I thought the chief gear was going to be more, actually. That said it was 22 points. Raise chief gear score by 1. I thought maybe... Yeah, okay, that probably was about right. Was it 61,000? Yeah, okay. So now we'll take a look at the mithril use. So now we can empower this gear and use those 10 mithril. There we go. We got the plus 20. And now we're going to empower this. And we got... We'll get the plus 20 on this. All right. And now...
You do notice.
This is what I'd like to do. But I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. So that requires a bunch more. So I need now... Oh, but I know where I've got some. I got some hidden. So now let's go into the backpack. Let's clear all this out. If you play the game, you know me. I can't just leave the screen like this. I'm sure you guys are the same way. All right, now clear that out. All right, we'll clear these out. And bank all these VIP. Here we go. So I should get at least, well, I should get 2.5 on average. Maybe I'll get 3. I had a really good hit last time. 1, 2. Okay, fine. Got 2 mythic. That's fine. Come back here.
You do notice.
And pop this up, hopefully. There we go. All right, and now we can empower it. There we go. Now I've got to think. I think probably the next smart thing to do is what I was trying to do originally was get this guy up to plus 60 next. It's, you know, basically that's where you want to go is get to plus 60, but this is going to take a lot longer to get there. And I've done all the easy things to do there. So anyways, not going to focus on that right now. I'm focusing on the Alliance Showdown. So look, here's, let me move my head over for a minute. That's where my power is at now after pushing some of that power. Let's see what that turned out to be as far as points. Ooh, now we're close. Now it's a match. So my points are at 5 mil. Now I thought something does bother me. I thought, is it because...
You do notice the odd...
Yeah, this says plus 61,000 here. But 61,000 times 22, let's see, calculator, 61,200 times 22 should be like 1 million each. And I didn't see that. Whoops. Well, might as well do it evenly now. I am spending a bunch on chief charms, so don't feel guilty about that. Let's take a look where that is. All right, we're right there. I mean, I can't do it alone. Oh, man. Yeah. I can't do it alone.
You do notice.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm right there. I might as well get the T1 bonus. What the hell? So now we got the T1 6-item bonus. And I'll make sure that I replace that in charm spend. So there we go. That helped. That helped put us over the edge a little bit. Hopefully the rest of the team kicks in. Not going to be easy to win this one, it looks like. I really don't want to be spending much more than I already have, so I think I've done more than enough to try to put some points on the board for the team. So hopefully that helps them, and hopefully we win. So I'm going to stick around here because I want to be here for the reset, or else I will lose out on all those rewards. And I almost forgot to show the update on the other events, not just the the Alliance Showdown, we did take a look at this already, and hopefully, you know, the points I put on the board in combination with the rest of the team will help. But we also have the Officer Project. I ended up ranking on this one. Oh boy, people are not going to be happy about that. But you know, I showed you everything I did. I showed you everything I did. This was for the purpose of helping another alliance, and I spent to offset everything I did. So no loss for any of the prep. And then we have the, where is it? The Easter event. So on the Easter event, I ended up ranking here as well. And again, tons of points on the board, but it was all in the right spirit of things. So I was trying to help with the showdown, and just basically, since I was doing the spending anyways, I might as well get the double, triple dip effect going on. Before I do anything else, I'm just going to come in here. I do think this is the next best move for me, so I'm going to go and enhance this. I'll just, you know, spend what I can here and get that going, because this is going to be my next goal. That's a stiff grind right there, or a lot of spend. And so that's, you know, we do have an event coming up, and we do have Labyrinth. So let's check out Labyrinth before I'd finish. And this is the one that like uses all your power. So Gaia Heart, I forget what this one is. I always have to check my little chart over here. That's 50, 15, 35. All right, so I think what I was playing around with here was a progressive, like kind of leaving the Lancers like this and then progressing. I mean, I'm probably going to go through a bunch of levels anyways, just because. So basically go 5 down each time and give them and distribute it differently. So that's that one. And then this final one will be the 50, 15, 35. Let's see how that works. Ouch. Oh, it worked. See if I can pick up the last I think did I get that? I don't remember if I got all the last Citadel pieces. I think I might have actually. That's what that extra power gives you right here. So if you're thinking to yourself, I didn't need to spend that $5 in the general shop, you're right. But, you know, it was only $5, and it was, that's good for VIP points, which we'll check out next. All right, let me see. It's looking like it's going to be a little bit dicey anyway, so we'll switch this back around to something like that. See if that helps any. Nope. Ouch. That is not the way we want that to happen. Yeah. Oh, managed to do it. All right. All right, we give one more try. I'm just gonna leave it as is because that seemed to be doing all right. All right. All right, and the one last thing I wanted to do before I leave you tonight is check out where we are with the VIP. I'm not gonna do the Prestige Shop tonight, but look at that. We've got almost a 500,000 VIP points on the board, ready to go for the spinner. And I'm gonna wait on the spinner until I have no other content. I'm gonna wait for a slow day for content. We've got a lot of content with this Easter and all this other stuff going on with me visiting. I'm gonna wait, but by my calculations, I'm 1,000,000 VIP points away from the Meteor March. So I should be halfway there. Depends on luck, but I should be halfway to the Meteor March by the time I'm ready to actually do the spinner wheel. So make sure you watch out for that because that's going to be a bunch of fun. If you're still here, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know this was a lot of content tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you do want to continue to see how my journey goes, you got to help me out by giving me a like, subscribing, and turning on notifications. That way you'll know about anytime I post anything, you'll know about it right away. Thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you later.